and then I'll give you something. That was really kind of too long. Let's give you something maybe a little, maybe easier for them to edit. You know, when we have a victim who is concerned about her safety, and all we can charge are misdemeanor charges on a stalking charge, especially when we have a defendant who knows just what line he can push to keep from getting charged with a felony and still misdemeanors, and he's still stalking and scaring this person. To have a victim who knows that she's carrying a pager and the defendant has an ankle bracelet and a pager that's going to alert her if he's in her town, if he's near her, I think is key. And in this situation that we just recently had, you know, while it's not a protection, you know, we know that if he wants to get to her, he's going to get to her. At least the ability to have all of us monitor that and have the ability for the prosecutor's office and the sheriff's office and the judges to get those alerts is tremendous. And it's kind of an ongoing process. This one that we have tried, we've already had, you know, in-court discussions about minor violations, and I think that's a good process to get so that there's maybe a change in behavior rather than just the minimal punishment that we can give on a misdemeanor.
So would you say that programs like this, the victims notification and putting offenders out on GPS for electronic monitoring, is that something you think is going to change the offender's behavior as they go down the road because they're being monitored?
Well, that was my hope. One of the goals was that we could either, you know, the maximum punishment on a misdemeanor was going to be a year in the county jail. You know, he goes to the county jail for a year, he gets out, he's still as angry and still maybe as fixated on her as he was. Yeah, the goal is hopefully that it's this, his attention now is on something else, and his attention also is being watched by the judge, who is reminding him where his attention needs to be. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's a behavior change. I'm hoping that you know, we're making an effort that someone is understanding why they can't be around this person and just gets used to not going after them, not seeking them out, not looking for them, and so much better than again, maybe just punishing someone in a county jail for a year where we may be paying as taxpayers, him sitting in our county jail. He's now paying for that every day, and I like that fact too. He's getting to breathe clean air, and he's getting to have a job, and he's getting to pay for that system rather than the taxpayers paying for his incarceration.
Would you say that something like this would speed up court dockets and make it a little bit easier for the courts to process low-level offenders through the system?
I do think that there is, even for the defense, the idea that I can keep my client out of jail and he can keep his job, he can do the things that he's been you know, doing that are positive. And so I do think that we have defense attorneys who are more apt to get a plea. We can move the process because we're not waiting for a trial, or we're not waiting to you know, finally send this person on to jail. I do think that the process moves a little better. It does. It gives everybody sort of the idea of we're trying to make an effort to be best practices, what's going to be best for our victim and really for the community.
Good deal. Joe, anything else you want to add?
Let me think about it just a minute. I guess I would say that my victim that I've talked to many times is very pleased with the fact that we've made an effort to do something that may give her some protection. Again, I think even she recognized that sending him on the misdemeanor violation for a year in jail, at some point that was going to end, where this seems again to be sort of an ongoing change of behavior. I think she views it that way too, and I will say I think our victim is very pleased with this system.
Good deal. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.